Hello and welcome to the Evercade retreat. Gene Joke here, and today I'm adding Fantasy World Earth of Crisis to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. It can be found on the Pico Arcade Collection 1 and was originally published in 1996 by Unico. It's a single-screen platformer or elimination platformer, whatever you prefer to call them, very much in the mould of Tumble Pop and Snow Brothers. This is a game that I'd never heard of before getting an Evercade, so there's no nostalgia here at all. While I think there is something of a story to it, I think it's pretty nonsensical and pretty much irrelevant. On the graphics front, things are fine, although certainly not impressive for an arcade game from 1996. But they are cute, colourful and vibrant enough. That said, they certainly don't match the quality of graphics of games that came out 5 years prior to this game's release, so there was nothing impressive about them at the time, but again, they are functional. The sound effects are fine, I can't think of anything to say about them. They're there, I noticed them, but they didn't leave much of an impression. The music is fine, quite upbeat and charming, but it does get quite repetitive and it lacks the catchiness of music found in other similar games. The gameplay is exactly what you'd expect from an elimination platformer. You run around the levels, shooting at enemies with an energy projectile which acts in a very similar manner to the snow projectiles from Snow Brothers, only you don't roll their corpses into snowballs, you launch them around more like when you fire enemies out of your backpack in Tumble Pop. When enemies die, they leave behind items for you to pick up, and there's also items hidden around on the levels which get revealed when you shoot them. These can contain point bonus items, power-ups or an item that reverse your controls. And like many games of this genre, there are letters to collect. Collect enough or collect the right letters to spell out the word bonus and it takes you to a bonus stage, where you can get an extra life and lots of points. Each level plays out largely the same: take out all the enemies, get all the items, go on to the next level. Every so often you will fight a boss, and they're very reminiscent of bosses from Tumble Pop. They're pretty much lifted wholesale, just not executed quite so well. Your character movement is pretty good, maybe not quite as tight as you might ideally like, but it's not too bad. The difficulty starts off fairly mild, but it does ramp up significantly. Overall, it's a very derivative elimination platformer, and while it isn't as good as the games that it imitates, it's better than some of the others we have on the Evercade, and there's not really a shortage of those. And it doesn't do enough to stand out aside from being competent, but sometimes that's enough to place it on my overall ranking list. I'm putting above Street Racer for the Super Nintendo, but below Radical Bikers. And I think that wraps it up for this ranking and review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.